What's going on, y'all? Thank you for checking in with Callie. Please subscribe if you haven't already. So it looks like the Clippers might be getting back some much needed help. Definitely much needed help is on the way for the Clippers. And I think that it's definitely going to be warranted for their future, even though there might be, without the service of Kawhi Leonard, a little bit longer. But they definitely have a great option, a great scoring option in Norman Powell. Now, tonight, the Clippers will play the Timberwolves, and I think that'll be a challenge, just because Anthony Edwards can give any team's problems, especially the way he plays. And as good as a player as he is, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of his, but I mean, I don't dislike Anthony Edwards, but, I'm not the biggest fan of, just the Timberwolves in general. So whoever plays for them, I really don't pay attention to them that often or that much, to be quite honest, but it's okay. Like I said, the Clippers going to have to, just, do it by committee as always. But getting back somebody like Norman Powell will definitely make things easier for them, because you're adding a 24-point scorer to your offense. So it really makes life a lot easier for the Clippers scoring wise. And when you play a team like the Timberwolves, who predicate themselves on defense or think of themselves as a defensive team, you got to be able to counteract that with somebody who can offset what they do. And somebody like Norman Powell can definitely do that, because, I mean, he'll get into the teeth of the defense and he'll knock down threes along with James Harden. If James Harden is on his own one, along with getting assists, I think the Clippers can actually win this game by double digits if they play it safe and play it the right way. And especially with the, guys that they have on their roster that love to get their hands dirty on defense as well, in regards to Chris Dunn, Derek Jones Jr. and those guys. So I think that they can give the Timberwolves some problems. The only thing that they might have to really worry about is, going in the paint might be a problem with Rudy Gobert or somebody like that, because the one thing about the Timberwolves, they have length all the way around. I mean, all their guards, everybody, their length is always usually a problem for most teams. It was a problem for the Clippers last year. So, I mean, it's definitely a tall task, not an easy one, but I definitely think that the Clippers can win this game. I think they're good enough to win this game, even without Kawhi Leonard. With Kawhi, I think they beat him by 15 plus, the way the Clippers are constructed right now. But I like this. Like I said, I like this team. I like what they have. And I like this team really against anybody. Maybe, of course, going against the juggernauts, the Celtics and teams of that nature. Well, I'm not, too liking their chances against those teams, especially after what we saw a few nights ago, where the Celtics pretty much demolished the Clippers. And I get it, it's cool. But as I said before, that does not happen when Kawhi Leonard's on the floor. I don't give a damn who's on the Celtics. I don't give a damn who the coach is. I don't give a damn about the Celtics. If Kawhi Leonard's on the floor, Jason Tatum already knows, and so do Jaylen Brown. It's going to be a tough war all night long, because first of all, Kawhi can guard them, but they can't guard him. And that's the problem. And that's the problem what other teams will have when this team get healthy. Because the Clippers have so many defenders, you really can't worry about Kawhi no more, because they got other guys who will get up in you defensively. And you see the way the Clippers are right now. They're a top defensive team in the league without Kawhi Leonard. You add somebody like him back to it, well, they're the best defensive team in the league. It's not even close. So, I mean, I really don't think a lot of teams really want to see this team in a 7-game series if Kawhi is healthy. They probably damn near don't want to see him without him being healthy, especially the way Norman Powell is scoring at a high clip. It's almost like somebody like Kawhi Leonard's on the floor. Offensively anyway. Now, what Kawhi does on both ends, nobody can make up for that. But what I'm saying is they got a 24, 25-point scorer coming back tonight, and they have him, of course, going into the playoffs with Kawhi and James Harden. I mean, you're looking at a mini big three that a lot of people might not even be speaking on. So the Clippers are a very interesting team. Very interesting. A lot of naysayers may hate on the Clippers and say negative things about them and not even give them the acknowledgement that they deserve, just simply because they lost some key pieces and Kawhi is out. But at the same time, those naysayers, or the ones that's not speaking on the Clippers, might have to actually open their eyes and look at this team going forward, because like I said, where the Clippers are right now, I don't think a lot of people imagine them being here, especially without Kawhi Leonard. And then you look on the flip side over there to Philadelphia, where Mr. Paul George went to. Everybody would have thought by now the 76ers would be the 4th or 5th seed in the Eastern Conference, while the Clippers would be not even in the play-in tournament, probably like a 12, 13 seed. Everybody probably would have looked at it from that perspective more than the way it actually turned out and the way it is so far. Now, I will say this, it's early in the season, and it's not, out of the realm of possibility for Philadelphia or whoever, or even the Clippers to get better as a team, whether Kawhi is there or not. But, I mean, it's still early in the season, so we have to see how it goes. But from right now, for what I'm seeing right now, the Clippers are a pretty dangerous team, and I think a lot of teams are starting to acknowledge this is not going to be a cakewalk playing them every single night. We go to the Clippers' place. First of all, the wall is a problem for some players, and then on top of that, the Clippers themselves are a problem because they're just so feisty, and they don't really have it's like they have nothing to lose. And when you're playing a team that has nothing to lose, you're going to get their best, and it's going to really be exhausting playing against them because they're not playing like they got all the pressure on them. And any team the Clippers play, as long as, Kawhi is not there, the Clippers don't have no pressure. And like I said, when a team doesn't have pressure on them mentally, they play a lot more free. They play a lot more together. They play a lot more sound, and they play a lot more concise. And that's what this team is doing. And that's the reason why I am totally on board, and I'm totally on board to see when Kawhi comes back, because there may be pressure added to this team when he comes back, but it really won't matter because adding somebody like him will take all pressure away, and it'll put everybody in their natural position again, and it'll allow them to actually flourish and be the team that we thought of them to be years ago, which is a dominant team who can win it all.